All right, we're gonna keep this one real quick, considering the game's in 4 hours, and I have yet to record my recap. So, partially an excuse, I would say, is that I didn't want to record it the night of, because I feel like I was in not as bad a mood as after game one, but a pretty bad mood where it wouldn't have been overly productive. But then I spent the next couple days really trying to think about like where the Bruins went wrong, where I could talk about like this is what they need to do better to win game 4. And I really wasn't coming up with much more than the Bruins just need to play with some more heart. They just looked dejected and like they couldn't figure out a way to get motivated in the second half of this game. They got up early in that second period with a Tanner Jeannot goal. And from there, we also saw a penalty shot that was crazy. But Buffalo answered right back 10-ish minutes later and then gets their lead in the third period. And the Bruins, like, they had a couple of power plays where they couldn't convert, and maybe that's the answer. We need to get the power play going a little bit more, but the Bruins just looked like they weren't pressing that hard, and certainly for the life of them cannot get set up to defend an empty net. It's just embarrassing. It feels like every time we pull the goalie, we don't even get a chance before the puck is in our net. So a couple of things there, but really, the Bruins just need to play with some more heart, some more, I don't even know what else to say, like some more gusto. Really just another word for heart, but they need to want it more because they really didn't look like they wanted it that much in this game. And they've started out every game relatively well, where like they get the first goal, which is huge, get the crowd behind you, or if you're away, shut the crowd up. But it's like once they get that, they just, the last couple games they've piled on a little bit more. This game they just were content with that. And that's not to discredit the night Alex Lyon had. I think he played very, very well. It felt like a game where there should have been a massive discrepancy in shots, and I think we put up almost 30 on him, so he did his job for sure. And leave it to the Bruins. The Bruins historically do not love a mid-playoff round goalie change, because randomly the second goalie will get hot and stonewall us. We've seen it happen a few times before. But Bruins need an all-around better game, and finally it's come to the point where Marco Sturm has made some lineup changes. From what I have seen so far, and I'm not sure of all of them, but I've seen Hagens is out for Reichel on the third line, and Lohrei is out for presumably Henry Jokiharju, maybe Jordan Harris, but I assume they're going to go with the guy who played more of the season. Who knows? The Hagens one, I actually had texted a friend earlier saying, I think we need to bench Hagens for a game, and so I'm actually thrilled with that. On that second D pairing, I guess, taking Lohrei out over Hampus Lindholm, who just has overall more experience, but I was kind of hoping they'd bench Lindholm. I really haven't loved what I've seen from him so far. Not to say that Lohrai's been great, but get him or get Andrew P. Get somebody out of that defensive pairing and, a couple defensive pairings and see what happens. I guess that's as good as it's going to get. So we'll see if Sturm goes back to the board to make more changes after the game. We'll see if something clicks for this third line, who's really been the only line who has not scored a goal yet and has played okay, but just hasn't really got the offensive part of their game going. And I'm not saying they need to be a line that puts up 3 goals a night or anything, but they haven't contributed one yet across 3 games, and I think that warrants a bit of a shakeup. So we'll see how those changes go. We'll see what they do. Like I said, the game is on in a whopping 4 hours. I think it starts at 11:30, which I feel like puck drop's not going to be till 12, but who knows? Bruins didn't look terrible, but they just didn't look good. So I don't want to say it's a must win because every game's a must win in the playoffs, but this is a very, very big game. Get one at home, go back to Buffalo with the series tied, make it just a best of 3. You've won on the road before. Give yourselves a chance to really fight for this one and take the series in 6. But Bruins need this one. I think they need to come out swinging. They need to get that first goal, especially at home. I think that's going to be important. So that's one of my things to keep an eye out for. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see if this Bruins team can take control, take one at home, and even the series.